Hey, this is Dave Curley with Church Training Academy, and I am here at NAB 2017, and I am standing in the Boxcast booth with Gordon Daly. I got to share a quick story. When I saw this the other day, when you came over to our booth for the stream, and you told me what this amazing little thing does, I just about lost my faculties. I could not believe what you're getting ready to tell me about this wonderful box. As you know, I'm working in the small and medium-sized church business, right? And my audience is constantly asking me, who do I stream with? How do I stream? How do we stream our services? How do we do things like that? And my job is to provide training and tools and equip them to do that. You're blowing me away with this. Tell our audience here just exactly what this Boxcaster is.
Well, this is the Boxcaster Pro. So what this is a 4K, 60 frames per second, HDR, HEVC encoder, all in this little package.
Unbelievable. Real quick, you said HEVC, or HEV?
I said both HDR and HEVC.
Right.
So the deeper color depth and the better video compression.
Right. So in case you don't know, HEVC is H.265.
That's right.
We're all using all of our MP4 files. We're doing H.264. We've been doing that for a number of years. This is the higher compression, higher quality, lower bit rate encoder, right?
That's right. With H.265, you get the advantage of the same video quality at half the bit rate.
Right.
And for most small and medium-sized churches, the biggest issue for them in the quality of the video is the uplink speed.
That's something we deal with at our church. We've got a Time Warner or somebody like that, and we've got like maybe on paper 5 megabits up, but in reality on a Sunday morning with like 300 smartphones and all this kind of stuff, we may get 2 going up. You're telling me that this can help overcome that completely?
Oh, absolutely. So it's better compression, makes a big difference. But the other thing, there's a few other factors too. Secondarily is you only have to send one signal up to us. Everybody else has to send all the other sized pictures so that you can watch it on mobile devices and smaller.
Right.
We do one because we do cloud transcoding on the fly. So that means you can preserve your bandwidth to get the best picture up. And most of the time, the network isn't always perfect.
Right.
So we've got what we call Boxcast Flow, which is a better way to transmit data. Because we make our own encoders, and because we have our own cloud transcoding, we can have a special technology in between that makes the video flow more reliable to weather those bad network conditions.
So, can you give me like a real world idea of what a 1080p stream going up at, 2 megabits H.264 equivalent? What would be using 2 megabits? Would we be using 1? Give me an idea.
Sure. So if you're doing a really nice 1080p stream, you might be 5 megs.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. And we might recommend to customers, well, you need a little bit of breathing room. Mm-hmm. There's other things that happen to the church while you're streaming. Maybe you're looking for a 10-up connection. Mm-hmm. We usually try to tell them to double it. So if you're moving to H.265, though, with that compression, you only need half as much to maintain the same level of quality.
So a 5 meg connection would allow me to do 2.5, and get the same quality. And because of what you guys do with the signal, it gets there a lot easier.
That's right. And you can think of it the other way, too. For the same bandwidth, you can double the quality of the picture.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so what all do I get with the Boxcaster box? And as I'm understanding it, no matter what infrastructure I have, a TriCaster or a live stream unit or some old hardware, anything like that, this is going to handle the final final run up to the service.
That's right. So you work on everything to make the live production where you want it. And then you just take the output of all that hard work, the good camera work, the good mixing, take your program output, feed that right in the box, and the rest gets handled for you.
Fantastic. And you guys actually have a streaming service as well that we could use to implement on our website, correct?
That's right. And that's probably one of the most important parts, is because you want to make sure you can handle any size audience. You want to make sure that your viewers are getting the best experience and it just always plays. And that's the problems that we've been working very painstakingly over the number of years to have as good of an experience as possible. It doesn't matter if you're a huge major league sporting team or you're a small church with just 50 people.
Right. So one of the things that I get asked a lot is, for a hosting service, a lot of people want to use YouTube because it's free, or they want to use Ustream or somebody like that to host it. There's always cost is always a factor, and the smaller the church, the lower the budget. How do you guys address that? Or I see services out there that a lot of churches are using, and it's sad, but I think these services take advantage of the church because they're not as savvy, as tech savvy, and I think they take advantage of that.
We understand that the churches are budget minded.
Right.
And what's wonderful about Boxcast is that our plans offer unlimited viewership, unlimited numbers of events. So they just come to our website. Our pricing is right there on the website on purpose, just because it's one of the biggest advantages we have. So with all that transcoding, with all that special technology to get the video up, we have these really affordable plans starting at $19 a month, and to go up as expensive as you want to get the level of quality that you want and the numbers of functionality and features that you need for your organization.
A small church, they can start at $20.
Yeah, you know what? And the average church pays us a little over $100 a month because they like to have their storage of the videos on their website for a long period of time. They want to have a higher quality, maybe go up to 1080p instead of 720, because with 19 you just get 720. But it's really easy to see on our website all the different things you get. The other thing that churches really need a lot of is if something goes wrong, who are they going to call?
Right.
So we offer live support for our plans, I think on the $99 and up plans, and we have a great relationship with our clients. Whenever they have questions, they just call us and we work it out with them.
Yeah, I love this. It sounds like you're meeting the needs no matter what the spectrum is. And this box, I'm amazed at what you're doing. I'm not running into too many people that are encoding and sending up H.265. So that's impressive.
Well, and the biggest reason why you're never going to see that for the smaller organizations is because there's no cloud transcoding service that's going to be able to take that better compression.
Right.
It's 100 times more computationally intensive to squeeze that down to that level of quality for the higher resolutions.
Fantastic. Just at first glance, this seems to be one of the best, easiest ways to start. I mean, with the inputs you have here, I mean, HDMI right there, you can literally start with just a camera, like the camera I'm shooting on, the camera and an internet connection.
Well, you know what? It's even easier than that. You don't even have to spend money for hardware. We've got a wonderful free iPhone streaming app that'll let you stream pretty good quality. That's a great place to start too. It's never been easier. There's no reason why every organization shouldn't be making these events available to people that can't be there. And in a church setting, there's so many individuals, whether they're homesick,
right,
or they're traveling with a family, or they're fighting, overseas. Or they're off to college,
right,
trying to figure out what they want their lives to be like.
Right.
It's nothing like going home and be able to be a part of the church community again.
Fantastic. Guys, you'll be hearing more from Boxcast, from me at least, because I'm in love with this. I'm going to try to get my crew to distract him so I can steal one. So, in Jesus' name. So, thanks a lot.
You bet. Thanks, Tom.